Alright, peeps, so I'm going to be doing the intro quests to crafting. So if you go to the major towns, where you would normally on a character that already has your crafting ability, like you've already done the intro or you've hit a certain level, you can go up to these for a daily quest. But when you first go up to them, you have this quest marker. You notice a prominent handbill on the requisition board. King Yoren extends an invitation. Master crafters await you in Davin's Watch. They offer free training for those new to a craft and free certification for accomplished crafters. Read the fine print. Unskilled crafters will be certified after a brief training. Skilled crafters will be certified immediately. The masters shall charge no fee for certification. Certification is mandatory to fulfill crafting writs. Continue reading. Interested parties should seek out Millenith for blacksmith, clothier, and woodworker certification. Speak with Danel Tilano for provisioner, enchanter, and alchemist certification. And we're just gonna yoink that handbill, that's ours. Alright, so let's start with Millenith over here.
I'll need a new blade before I go into the field again.
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no cost involved. Your alliance covers all my fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins!
Yes, I saw the notice. How do the crafting writs work?
They're daily requests for crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified.
Alright, tell me how this works.
I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started.
I want to know more about the crafts that you certify.
Of course. What do you want to know?
What can a
Anything with
blacksmith
metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for weapons and heavy armor, so that's what I teach. Bows, shields, and magical staves. Staffs? No, it's staves. I always forget how to say that. Cloth and leather goods. The crafting writs want pieces of light cloth armor or medium leather armor, so that's what I certify.
Okay.
Have you spoken with Danel Tilano? He handles certification and training for provisioning, enchanting, and alchemy. He's a bit stuffy, but he knows what he's doing. Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
Let's try the blacksmith.
Prove you know your way around a forge and I'll certify you. But you have to commit. I can only train one discipline at a time. I want you to craft a simple iron dagger. First you'll mine some iron ore, then refine the ore into iron ingots. You'll use those ingots to make the dagger.
He'll certify me if I make an iron dagger?
Yes. You have to prove you know your way around a blacksmithing station. Those are the rules. For now, bring me an armload of iron ore. Once you're back, you'll refine them into iron ingots.
Tell me where to find iron ore.
There's a place outside of town which should still have some iron ore veins. Head there and mine it for yourself. Bring me 10 solid chunks of iron ore. If those veins are played out, you'll need to find iron ore on your own.
Alright, so I don't even have enough iron ore? Are you serious? Oh, Malanta. That's all been refined recently. I bet you I did a bunch of refining the other day. I was gonna explain to y'all where you can go find it, because I assumed that I'd had enough in my craft bag, because I do have the ESO craft bag at the moment. Alright, so if you go out here by the stables, it is quest marked. Don't mess with me, spider. God dang you, spider. Where are you going? Why would you attack me and then run way over there? You disrespectful. How rude. I'm literally here for 1 iron. Alright, 1 iron. And then there's more irons, you know, around here. Quest marked, thankfully. Alright, we've got iron ore. Go harass Milaneth again. Milaneth. Hint, search for iron ore. No, we don't need to do that right now. We have it. Where'd she go? Oh, is she by the forge over here? Oh, okay. Okay, you ran over here after I left.
You're back. I take it you found enough ore? Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every now and then. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided.
Alright, I definitely have enough ingots.
Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty. Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it. The Dark Elf style material is obsidian. Try that and see. You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels.
Alright, so we've got iron, and we don't know many styles right now. I think I have some books in my bank for this character to learn, but we're just going to use the Dark Elf for now because we have plenty. We're going to craft a dagger.
Craft an iron dagger. You'll need some iron ingots and a The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger, or anything else really, as long as you do it at a blacksmithing station. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by disassembling someone else's material than your own. It's a fancy way to say, take something apart. The term originally came from Altmer poetry critiques. High elves consider their physical crafts to be forms of poetry, so it stuck. You can't know what a sword is, only what it's not, and so forth.
Alright. So yeah, if you see down in the bottom right corner, we're at blacksmith level 2, and that will go up faster if you deconstruct someone else's craft rather than your own. See how it's created by us, Verona Indoril?
You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise.
Yay, I'm a blacksmith.
I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
How about Clothier,
Convince me
since it's
you
right
know
next
how
to
use
us.
a needle and thread, I'll certify you. However, show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some raw jute, then return here and refine it. Finally, you'll use refined jute to make the gloves.
Well, good thing we just harvested some jute while we were out questing in the last stream. You'll certify me if I craft homespun gloves.
Of course. It was the first trade I studied. I'm happy to certify anyone familiar with a clothing station. Now run forth and bring me a pile of raw jute.
Okay, Tulip, relax. Good girl. Alright, I already have enough raw jute.
To a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine it. Bring the refined jute to me when you're done, and then you'll make some homespun gloves.
I already have the refined jute as well.
Head to the clothing station and craft a pair of homespun gloves. You shouldn't need much refined jute. Don't forget the style material. You can purchase them from any clothier or scavenge them yourself.
I'll go make the gloves then. Now, is there anything else I want to deconstruct in here for now? Ah, see? We got intricate here. This is what's filling up my guild bank right now. So I have a ton of this that I've collected from other characters. Specifically to use right now. See, look how quick that went up. And then I can research too. What do we want to research right now? Let's see. Reinforced. We'll just do one of those then. And that's gonna take 5 hours, not bad. Oh, I forgot I can only do one at a time, even if it's armor or weapon. Well, we got one going. Alright, so we have to craft homespun gloves. Alright, gloves. There's the gloves, we got the jute. And crafting style material.
Looking to craft some
Not you, lady. Melinith. Hello, lady.
Homespun gloves.
I have the gloves.
I'm a clothier, yet I still own a pair of homespun gloves. They keep my hands warm at night. Sometimes simple is better.
Alright, what's the next step?
Wonderful. Now for deconstruction. There's much to learn from breaking down your own work, even more so with someone else's creation. Head to a clothing station and deconstruct your gloves. Or anything else, really. Just be sure you do it there.
Alright, lady. I think I need some homespun gloves in real life to keep my hands warm at night. That would be nice. Okay, Henry, relax, dude. I'm crafting here, bud. Gosh, he doesn't even know I'm crafting. Wait, we already... When did I do that? What in the world? That's strange. Cute Kwama leggings, okay. I already did training. Interesting. Alright, where you at, lady?
You're more than capable.
I'm ready to be certified.
I'll be proud to call you my colleague. Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill clothier crafting writs, and I look forward to seeing more of your work. There's only one more certification I can provide. If you need training, I have time.
Alright, woodworking certification it is.
A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach two crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I'll certify you. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow. Absolutely. Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you. But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple. There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. If there's not enough, you'll need to search for more.
Alright, I made a mistake the other day on my other character, refining all my materials. Now I need to go find a rough maple as well. And I thought I was silly in the last stream for stopping to pick up the jute. That's the one that saved me a little bit of time. Alright, everybody, where's the wood? Lots of pewter. For the jewelry. There's iron. Iron, it looks like. Where? Mylanta, where is all the wood? Might have had to go the other way to go get wood. I don't know any wood spots over here. Oh boy, oh boy. Lovely use of my time. Oh, I was gonna say, if only I was a little faster. Okay, well, let's go on over to the stables. I can't help myself. I'm gonna stop for this pewter. Pewter. Hello, lady.
We race fine horses in Davon's watch. Once sold one to Vivek himself.
Really? Will make me faster. Wait a minute, this says require rough maple in there. Is there maple in the city? Oh no, that's just the bench. I don't think I get rough maple if I deconstruct something, do I? I think it would give me the sanded product. Why does it tell me to go to the table right now? Obviously not ready for that. Alright, I know where there's usually some wood out this way, as long as no one's picked it up. Ooh, there's some right here. More up here. Maple, maple, maple. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Alright. She's gonna teleport, isn't she? Because we walked more than 20 feet away.
Not much. They keep to
Oh,
themselves.
oh, excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that.
The dark elf houses hate them.
Oh, hello, Merlineth.
Look for rough maple in forested areas. Sometimes you'll see logs washed up on beaches. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the stings.
Oh, I believe you.
Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style material. Scavenge them yourself or buy a style material from a carpenter.
Alright, we know all about the style material. Okay. So, we want to craft a bow. Awesome. Alright, lady, I got a bow.
Craft a maple bow. Bring some sanded maple to a woodworking station. A good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get you farther. Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction.
Alright, we're deconstructing, just like we did the other ones. How about that?
I've seen everything I need to see. You're a fine woodworker with a steady hand.
Well, thank you.
Certainly. You're more than qualified to fulfill woodworking crafting writs. I'll certify you immediately. I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Danelle Taleno? He can certify you at enchanting,
Taleno.
alchemy, and provisioning. Last I heard, he was in the local mages guild.
Alright, I'll go talk to Danelle Taleno. I don't know why I never realized it was Taleno. I think I always thought it was Tanello. Danello. Danello. Alright, Mages Guild. Right up here. Hello, bud.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn?
More you can teach me. You haven't taught me anything, sir. I've only been with Milaneth. Alright, how about provisioning?
Provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft at a time. Understood? Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig.
I'm gonna roast an entire pig?
Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key. I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have done so. Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Some provisioners hide recipes in old drawers or shelves, thinking themselves clever. Better to memorize the recipe. Then others cannot possibly learn your secrets.
Okay. Roast pig. But I want to make mac and cheese, not roast pig.
Roast pig is an easy recipe to learn, but difficult to master.
How about like a chocolate pie? Can we make a chocolate pie instead?
Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Return to me with the results, so your worth as a cook may be judged.
Okay. Alright, roast pig. Oh, shoot. You're fast.
Bring me your culinary creation so I might inspect it. I'll determine whether or not you deserve certification.
You gonna pick it apart?
Interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now
I
fulfill
followed
the
that
mission.
recipe exactly,
Keep
sir.
your pots warm and your ladle clean. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you.
Okay, how about enchanting?
Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? Potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Then I will have you create a glyph. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect are the fundamental components of glyphs. Collect one of each variety before you return. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together.
Alright, I'll go craft that rune then. Ooh, a book. Donalon.
You lick it up.
Yeah, I'm not licking vomit off the floor, but don't worry, I'm not vomiting. Okay. Ah, I remember this. It's just like... It's like the Golden Claw at this point. We got Jora, Oko, and Ta. I can hear the voice saying it in my head. Okay. Yawning and missing the door. Let's not fall asleep in this stream. Oh, we only gotta do enchanting and then alchemy. Alchemy. Alright. Jora, Oko, Ta. Yeah. Alright, is he in here? Oh, shoot. Hello, bud.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. Return when you have forged intent into form.
Alright. It's accomplished.
You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You are now certified to fulfill enchanting writs. May you unravel the secrets of Nirn.
The secrets of Nirn from enchanting?
Your
Okay.
command of the craft is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you.
Alright, alchemy, last one.
They trap magic in a bottle for later use. But I can only certify you in one discipline at a time. If this is agreeable, we can begin your training. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. I require you to locate a solvent and some reagents. Then you shall craft me a potion. Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. Now go. Find a solvent and some reagents. Once you have what you need, return to me.
Alright, I already have those
Good.
ingredients.
Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. The reagents must possess common traits, or you'll waste all components. You see, alchemy is as simple as pairing like with like.
Alright, I'll craft a potion then. Alright, alchemy time. Okay, so we want a sip of health. Oh boy. What is that? Does it tell us? No. Alright, so sip. We want natural water. These ones make poison, so definitely not that. And then of health. Which one does health? Ugh. Yeah, no, I don't have them all unlocked, I believe. I feel like Columbine and something else. Why can I not remember? Ugh, I cannot remember. I'm gonna take one random guess, and if it doesn't work, we're gonna look it up. Well, we've made a sip of stamina. That's something, I guess. We did it. Alright, so we got Bugless, Bug Loss, or if you want to call it, and then Columbine. We've combined to make our special drink. Okay, I missed it. Delano. You're hiding over here.
Blend the solvent's purity with the reagent's traits. Return to me when you've crafted a potion. Your potions have a slight fizz to them, but your skill with admixtures is unquestioned. Far better than my former apprentice. You are now authorized to obtain and fulfill alchemy writs. May your elixirs remain potent and your reagents fresh.
Alright, so now we're certified in that as well.
Craft is its own reward.
Alrighty. If you're watching, thank you for watching. We've been certified in everything except for jewelry. You gotta go to Somerset for that. So now we can do these daily quests if we want to do, where you basically do what Milaneth or Danelle just had us do, but it's specific things. Like it will ask for a maple bow and a maple shield, and you craft them, and then you deliver them, you know, down by the docks over here. It's just a daily quest you can do for each one. But that's it for today. I will probably continue Stonefalls in the next stream. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Peace and love. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there for the Black Friday and the weekend. See you in the next video, peeps.